Well, the hood's up. That is never good. And as you can see, I've got her tore down because the cam went bad. The reason the cam went bad is whoever put this truck together lost a rocker arm nut, so they put this one on it. Now when I got the truck, it was missing. Pulled the valve cover off, and because this was covered in oil, I didn't know that was the wrong one. It had backed itself off, so I tightened it down, adjusted it out, made it run great. And then I started getting a little pop in the carburetor. I didn't know exactly what that was, and then it got so bad that I couldn't even idle without popping in the carburetor. So with this being bad, instead of backing off, it pushed itself down and started holding the valve open. So when it did that, it went into my crank, my cam, and wore that lobe. That lobe almost completely off. So that is now junk. The lifter was cupped so bad that it was pretty much, let's see if I can find it real quick. Yeah. Anyway, it was worn down. If you want to look up on YouTube, there's a guy that shows you one wore down. So what I'm going to do today is take this cam. I got it off eBay for like $175, and I'm going to install it. Hopefully I'll do it right and won't have no problem. The lifters have been soaking straight up in oil for 24 hours, and we'll see how well this goes. Now my camera's going to jostle around a little bit because I don't have a holder. I bought one and it is junk, just pure DO crap. But I got one of these for $5 or less, but it don't stick to nothing on this truck because there's nothing really a flat, good mating surface. So I'm going to latch this down and kind of get it maybe where I stay up and you can see what I'm doing. Because if anything, if I make a mistake, you can learn from my mistake. And it makes a good video. Like when I drop the cam or something and damage it. That'd be fun for y'all, not so much for me. Alright, stay right there, camera. Maybe to stay there. It may drop. Alright. See what this tag says. Tag says, failure to use comp cams, break-in oil part number, or comp cams during the break-in process could result in premature camshaft failure. So I guess I'm going to get some more after I get this together. Hopefully I won't have the problem again. I've changed out the nut and got the right nut for it. Had I went ahead and pulled that bolt out, that nut off when I first did it and inspected it really well, I probably wouldn't have had an issue. kind of look at the lobes. The lobes look good. I don't see any cracks. Set it down gently. Open up the lube here. Put a little dab. Woo, it runs out fast. This is the first time I've put a cam in, other than rebuild my motor, and I had a different kind of sauce, you would say, because it was a whole engine, and I had a whole bunch of the break-in stuff, and did everything. So spread this around liberally. I want to save a little bit for the lifters. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Now when you pull one of these out, and it won't come out, and you're wondering, what in the world am I doing wrong? I had the same problem. After a quick search of the internet, I found no results. So I watched a guy that was tearing down a motor, and he had issues getting the cam out too. Well, come to find out, a little bolt, use it to kind of lift the cam up a little bit. Come to find out, there is a rod that runs off the camshaft, and the camshaft is held onto that rod. Alright, let's take a look here. I know you probably didn't see me do it, but putting a camshaft in is not that big a deal. You just have to slow and turn. Slow and turn. But she is in there. Got her in there. Now it doesn't want to turn. I want it to turn, so I'm going to put the timing chain gear on it and spin it by hand, because I want all that nice, beautiful installation oil to spread all over the lobes, and that way when I crank it over without the ignition on, I can get it. I won't have nothing seize up. Okay, so it turns. So I know I don't have nothing binding, nothing like that. So I'll have to set up the timing and all that good stuff. I got a new timing chain on its way. This motor probably has less than, I don't know, 20,000 miles on it since I rebuilt. I got it with the truck. I know the guy who had it, and he said that somebody had it that had a hot rod, and when it started missing, they assumed it had a valve problem and put a new motor in it. So it's a pretty new motor, and you can see by the front of the timing chain, where the timing chain goes, it's clean. And when I show you putting the the lifters in, you'll see that it's really clean also. So now that I put this condenser back where it's supposed to be, hopefully they'll stay out of the way, and you can see me put the lifters in. See how clean it is. So it really doesn't have that many miles on it. So let's go over and get these little beauties here. Now the oil that I got, full synthetic oil. And it's high mileage too. I was hoping maybe it would help out. Now when I get this going, I'm going to drain the oil after I put it back together. New oil filter, new oil. I'm going to do the break-in oil. Run it for like 30 minutes. Drain it all out. Put new oil in it. And make sure it has zinc additive. That helps it break in and set. You know, because you saw the cam, it wasn't shiny like a cam you pull out. So it's going to have some bits of metal and stuff like that as a seat. And I just don't want to do this again, because this was literally a pain. My nephew Roy came over and he helped me. He climbed in it, and I ran for tools and pulled stuff around, because you got a big engine space like that, but you're bent over and cramped up in it. I wanted to pull the front cap off. I wanted to pull the whole motor out, but he said, well, we could do it just like this. So he was the dude that decided he wanted to climb up in there, so I let him, and I thank him for that. And I'll pay him back somehow. I mean, I did give him a motor and stuff like that, so we worked stuff out. So I'm just kind of throwing those dudes in there. They slide right on in. So I know they're right. I want to make sure that I put them in the right way, with the clip and the spring. That way up, that way down. Oh, already got one there. Way up. I don't really care about this oil, getting rid of it or anything, simply because I want it to, I just used it to do just that one job. Oh, that one there seems up awful high. Turn that cam. See that one sticking up? I don't know why. Oh, there it goes. Alright, I'm gonna have to get up on the bumper. Sorry if you get a little seasick, but I'll try to keep her steady. But being as big as I am, crawling on stuff, lifting myself up is not a good thing. Whoa. Real test on the knees there. Oh, my hand's in the way. Yeah. I'll have to live with it. I apologize. Pain in the knees. Wash that down real good. In case there's any metal flakes running around. Woo! This is almost like doing push-ups. This is a workout. Hold on now. Last one. Whew, finally. All right. You get done, look at your valves there. Your lifters. And make sure there's no smooth stuff sticking up. That means you got the valve in wrong. All mine looks good. Let me get off here. Oh, Lord have mercy. I finished pouring all the oil in there. You come to a point where you think, should I do this myself? Well, the answer is no, you shouldn't. You should let somebody who knows what they're doing do it. I unfortunately know what I'm doing, I guess. But that's how I put in a cam and lifters. Next time I'll show maybe me and Roy out here working on this, getting the timing set up, and we'll see what happens. My motto is go fix something and try not to break it. So I'm trying to fix something and hopefully it won't break. Alright, next time I see you, I'm gonna do something else. Alright, have a good day. Go fix something, try not to break it.